Hello, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new. Welcome to a Foundation Friday where I'm going to be testing out the Revlon Photoready Candid foundation. It is a natural finish anti-pollution foundation. And for somebody who walks to work every day along a pretty busy road, if it is anti-pollution, I have no idea what that means, honestly. But it sounds pretty cool. Does it stop pollution getting to my skin? Is my skin magically going to clear up? Let's find out. So I got this in the shade 120, which is buff. I think it may be a bit too dark, but I'm just going to roll with it. And I'm going to use the Honey Dew Me Up as a primer today because why the hell not? I grabbed the first one I could find. I'm just going to use the mirror on the wardrobe next to me. This is a really nice hydrating primer. I like it a lot. I just rub it in with my fingers everywhere. If there are any foundations you'd like me to test, let me know down in the comments because quite honestly, if I know you guys want me to test something, I will test it if I can get hold of it, because there are a few, like Colourpop's a bit of a pain to get hold of in the UK, and a few other brands probably that I can't readily get hold of, but I'll give it my fair shot. So I have no idea how much of this I'm going to need, but I have my sponge ready, so I'm just going to go in with that for now. So I've got a few little dots. Hopefully this is an okay shade, because it's looking lighter than it did on the bottle already, but who knows if it's going to oxidise. It actually feels very nice and cooling on my face. I'm not sure if it's just the foundation or what. One second, let me get an actual mirror. That's a bit easier to see what I'm doing and where my random splotches of foundation left. So first things first, what I am noticing is definitely light medium coverage, I'd say. Because you can still, I will see some dark circles under my eyes, bit of red, a tiny little bit of redness on my cheeks, but it hasn't completely like beiged me out. But I'm okay with that, so I'm going to stick on my concealer, which I'm going to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, because this thing is nearly out and I am determined to get to the bottom of this tube before I finish this series. And if you're wondering, it is currently 3:20 because I've had a really lazy day today because I got dressed about half an hour ago, but I am probably going to be up late wearing this, so don't worry about that. And it does get worn throughout the week as well. If you're new to my series, yeah, I work in healthcare, so I wear a face mask, not all the time because I don't actually deal with patients and customers and stuff. So I do have to wear, when I do leave my desk and stuff, I do have to go and put a face mask on. So I'm going to powder this down and put some bronzer and all that on, and I'll be right back with you. This is where we're at exactly 3:29 in the afternoon, and I'm going to do some eyeshadow and all of that kind of stuff. But this is where my base is looking like. It's not a bad match. I'd actually say it's a pretty good match considering I eyeballed it and I thought I bought the wrong shade. But there you go. So yeah, this is where I am at. So I used the MUA bronzer, the MUA blush, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel and Dip Brow Pomade, and that is all I have on my face right now. So I'm gonna sort out the rest of this mess and I'll catch up with you this evening. It's 9 o'clock in the evening and this is what my makeup's looking like. It's only been on 6 hours and the furthest I've walked is the bathroom, and I live in a small flat, so I haven't exactly gone that far in the last 6 hours, but this is what we're looking like. If you want to see eyeshadow, how I did this is kind of what I rock up to work in some days, quite often. Ask anybody I work with. But foundation wise, it's looking pretty good. I can't even feel it on my face, which is so nice, but my eye's pissing me off. Like, it pissed me off a new one, so I just gotta get this off now. Honestly, if it wasn't for my eye, I would happily wear this for another few hours, but my eye's pissing me off, so this is coming off, sorry. It's Sunday, it's 1:45 in the afternoon. This is what my makeup's looking like. I'm going out for a walk, so I thought I'd stick some makeup on, see how well this all lasts, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is what we're starting with, and it looks alright. I'm quite happy with it. We'll see how it lasts throughout the rest of the day. I'll let you know. It's about 9ish. So I've had this on about 6 hours, 6-7 hours. And considering I wore a mask for about 2 hours in town, it's come off a bit on my nose, but that's to be expected. But the rest of it's lasted really well. I'm actually happily surprised with that. So, hasn't sunk into my forehead too much. Other than coming off my nose, it's looking pretty good. So, success of the day. It's Monday morning, and this is what I am looking like this morning. Bit of a new, different eye combination for a change, but face is looking pretty good. Got a new primer, so I'm going to see how this lasts today. we're 11 hours in and this is what my face is looking like. So it hasn't sunken into any lines really. It's looking alright. It's not a great shade match to me. It's a little bit off. It's come off my nose, but again, face masks. This happens. Around here a bit. But I'd say this lasted pretty well. Especially for a drugstore foundation. So I'm quite happy with this. Yeah, I'm not going to film tomorrow because I've got a few things going on. But I'll see you all on Wednesday for an update on how this foundation is lasting and all that kind of stuff. This is where I'm at on Thursday morning. So yeah, gone for orange for a change. Skin's looking alright, so I'm going to check in with you later because I'm already running late for work. Great start to the day. It's 20 to 9 in the evening, so this has been on 12 and a bit hours and hasn't sunk into my forehead too much. It's looking alright. It's come off my nose, but again, face masks. It always comes off my nose. I've been running around up and downstairs and that kind of thing. But I think it looks alright. It's not too shiny and all that. I think it looks alright. I'll let you know my final thoughts after I've done my update for tomorrow. But considering this foundation, I did eyeball it completely. Is it looking alright? Not sure about the urban cover and anti-pollution stuff, but one way to find out. I've made it to Friday and it's not raining. It's just been raining and it's dripping everywhere. So, my base is looking alright today, as usual. So, I'm going to update you this evening when I get home because once again I'm walking to work, as ever. It's currently about 9 o'clock on a Friday evening, and this is what, if you ignore this part of my face. Rubbed off my nose, again, I went shopping this evening, so face masks, that kind of thing. But, other than where I've had a few spots, or got spots right now, it's looking pretty good. I'm actually really impressed with this foundation. I mean, it's probably going to be a bit dark for me in the winter, but it looks pretty alright. I mean, my hair needs a good wash, but that's beyond the point. I actually kind of rate this foundation. It looks pretty good. Like, anybody who's watched me for a while knows the issue I have with my forehead. But this foundation, it might be the primer, but I don't think so, because I've used different primers some days, but it's looking pretty alright. I'll let you know how I feel about it in the next couple of days, but it's looking pretty good. So, what do I think of the Revlon Photoready Candid Anti-Pollution Foundation? It's okay. I've just looked at the shade range, and it's shite. Revlon, up your fucking game. So, I've got shade 120 Buff, and I knew in store that there was one shade lighter which was kind of a pinky undertone which would not match me at all. But this is the shade range. Come on, camera. When you've got 6 deeper tones and a lot of medium, the shades just look, what I'm seeing in my viewfinder is just a lot of beige and then some dark tones, and I think that's shocking. It's 31 shades, but like 20 of them are the same. If you've got medium skin tone, it's going to be great for you. If you're particularly pale, like I am in the winter, like most of the year round, apart from the peak of summer, I can't get this foundation in the right shade. The fact that when I'm tanned, I am the second lightest shade says a lot. But foundation as a whole is pretty good. It didn't particularly pick up any dry patches on my face. It lasted pretty well, but I am pissed at the shade range when I saw that. Because I know drugstore foundations don't particularly have a great shade range a lot of the time, but, and I know Tarte doesn't have a great shade range after last week's video, but I was hopeful that this would be a bit better, because drugstore foundations are up in their game, but if that's their version of a good shade range, no. I'm not happy about that. So overall, I like the foundation, don't like the shade range, pissed off that you can't get it in my skin tone, let alone if you've got a deep skin tone that isn't one of the 6 shades that they've got. Because cappuccino, cocoa, pecan, walnut, mocha and espresso, if that's your version of deep, and like medium dark, medium deep. Honey beige, caramel, almond and toast. It's just weird. You need to up your game. That shade range is not going to cut it nowadays. Everybody's going to call you out. It will be one of the ones that's in the back of my cupboard for summer. I know I should really stop buying foundations that don't match me in the winter. But that's that. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, because I post these videos every Friday and I'm trying to get back onto posting every Tuesday as well. Trying hard. A lot going on in my life at the moment. I'll update you when it's all kind of settled down again. It may take a few months. But thank you for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye!